Now then guys, how are we doing? So we're 7 seasons in and we've finally got our first Wonderkid. That's amazing, 7 seasons. That's too long, I reckon, and it's long overdue. But yeah, we've done quite a few bits. We're on the 20th of Jan. We've come back a little bit early because I thought, maybe that game against Celtic, as we're unbeaten in the league, would just be a good one to get into. And if you can do over Celtic, then for me, on the 20th of January, the league title is, as far as I'm concerned, won. But arrogant Craig obviously always gets taught a lesson once he gets a little bit carried away and we get brought back down to earth with a bump. But transfer-wise, we have been decent. Now, I have got a little bit that I want to talk about first of all. Mitrovic. We have had some incredible offers coming in for Mitrovic. £27 million from a team in China. I have rejected it at the moment, but I am struggling to be able to keep hold of him. Now, he doesn't really want to go, so in that respect, he's not forcing the move. He's got 14 goals for us in the Premier League. He's got 10 assists as well. And he's doing all right. But we bought him for 2.8 million. And how many more seasons are we going to get out of this guy? Like I say, he's having his best season to date. Yes, he got 27 goals in his first season. But from creating goals and scoring goals, he's not in a bad place. And average rating wise, 7.61 already. Do I let him go now with the title push on? I'm using him as a target man when we look at the tactics, using him as a target man. I'd probably then lose him and go to a deep lying playmaker. And then I've got, where is he, Stewart, who can play there. And I'd just play him as the deep line playmaker. So then I'll play him and Brown up front. Let me know what you think. Obviously, this is going to be a joint decision because Mitrovic has been tearing it up. And I think for me, I've rejected the offer because I know it's a risk, but it's a head over heart. Do I take the money and do I go for it? And do we pray that we've got enough strength to carry it on throughout the season and get by without Mitrovic? So we've had a couple of players leave then as we needed to bring some money back into the club. And the first player to go was Cammy Logan. So 24-year-old Scottish international. We know a lot about him. He's basically been with us forever. He's a Hearts lad through and through. And we let him go to Strumgrass for 6.5 million. Now, he played 4 times for us this season, 7.2 rating. He was a fringe player at best. He's been kicking off and he's been upsetting the rest of the team. So when the offer come in, I let him go. Did I get as much money as I should have done for him? No. But it was a decent offer, and in the grand scheme of things, for team harmony, it was right to let him go. Mitch Clark has also gone, so another guy that joined us fairly early on in the save. 27-year-old Welsh international. Again, we know loads about him because he basically played every game for us. He's average. Where the team is now, he is average. He's not a standout player anymore. Ratings-wise, though, game in, game out, he delivered for us. Played 14 games for us this season. 1 goal, 2 assists, a 7.16 rating. But he was a steady Eddie, and I'm sad to see him go. But the offer, again, was quite a decent offer. He went 17.5 million to Shanghai. So it is what it is. 17.5, off he goes. So we've brought some players in now. Diego Murillo, a 19-year-old Colombian. He's capped at under 20 level now. His current ability is 3-star. His potential ability is 5-star. We've brought somebody else in who is as good as Lamine, and he can play right behind the strikers. So for me now, Murillo and Lamine are my 2 behind the strikers. He's a star player, valued at 10.5 million. Now, we didn't break the bank on him. So he went to Inter Milan for 1.9 million. Was never going to feature there, and we got him for 7.5. And I think that, for what we are getting there, is an absolute bargain. Dribbling 16, first touch 17, technique 17, and all these stats here are only going to get better. Physically, he's quite decent. He's got a good bit of balance, can turn it round in that position, like I say, behind the strikers, and hopefully he'll be able to play that killer pass as well. The next player that we've brought in, an absolute sensation, Nicolas de Torre. Now, he's a 19-year-old, under 20 Argentinian international. Look at the state of him already. It cost us barely anything as well as his 2.5-star, 5-star potential. Currently out on international duty, so I haven't seen anything of him yet. But finishing 16, bravery 19, determination 16. His composure needs a little bit of work at 11, and his balance is on the rise. But God, this guy is going to be good. Now, we were always trying to find someone to basically replace Stevie Centimar, and de Torre may be the man. He joined us from River Plate for 4.5 million. Played 7 games for them in total with 3 goals, a 7.11 average rating overall. And then without further ado, we bring on Alcides Blanco. So this is the Wonderkid, an 18-year-old Uruguayan, capped at under 23 level, playing out on that left-hand side defensively and has basically replaced Mitch Clark straight away. He's not my number one starter there as of yet, as Dosek will fit in, and he's not a natural inverted wing-back, which is what we are playing. He likes to be a no-nonsense full-back. Probably his worst role position is inverted wing-back, as you can see there. So, yes, he didn't really fit that bill, but yeah, he's a bloody good player. And to make things even better, he cost us nothing. So our first Wonderkid we got on a free transfer. Now he's played 12 games for Penarol and he got 7.07 average rating, but we should see plenty of him towards the end of the season. What a player. So we spent this season so far a total of 52 million and going out was 35.5 million. So we've got a little bit more work to do to break even, but finances wise we've still got 20 million in the bank and we've got 40 million pounds overall balance. So yes, we are on it. The wage budget though is really starting to creep up now as we're getting close to the $500,000 per week spent, and that's a lot of money. So we've had one game between episodes then, and that was a 4-2 victory over Kilmarnock. So 18 shots, 10 on target. They had 2 shots on target and scored 2 goals. That basically says it all, doesn't it? As we had an own goal on 15 minutes through Bassi, Stewart with a goal on 20, Powell with a goal for them on 62, and then Brown got us 2 goals on 68 and 76, and Longstaff with a goal on 82. Average team performance, but we've got to be happy, like progressing in the cup. Again, I reckon we should be getting to the final. And just an update on the Champions League knockout rounds then. So we are through and we're against Atalanta. Now, for me, that's probably the best draw we could have had. We could have potentially taken on Real Sociedad. I wouldn't have minded that. But every other team we want to stay away from. Barcelona, PSG, Chelsea, Liverpool, Inter. In there with Juve, Man United, Milan, Man City, Real Madrid. You know, maybe the likes of Valencia, Celtic, Napoli, we could have maybe got past and it would have been tough then. So Atalanta at the knockout stages, not bad at all. So game day then, up against Celtic and Motherwell against St Johnstone. First against second. We are currently 11 points clear. That's basically how we ended at the end of last episode. Celtic have got a game in hand. So yeah, if they get the win, they'll go 8 points behind us with a game in hand as well. Team selection wise then, we're going with Gorey in goal, Dosek, Lombardo, Soutart and Fanady, with Devine, Milicevic and Doyle out wide, Lamine behind Mitrovic and Brown. We've got plenty of injuries and suspensions. Blanco, who's just joined as our Wonderkid, is injured. Murillo's injured, Tiv is injured, Hendricks is suspended, and Diattore is away on international duty. So this is the best we've got to offer, and hopefully it's enough. So from the social roundup then, Dean Wilson says Souttar is starting good. And Barry Urquhart says, Lamine starting is a terrible call. Are you having a bubble? As Celtic's team are a class above. When we beat them last time, I think we won 3-0, if memory serves me right. We only managed 3 shots on target. And yeah, we FN them well and truly. You know, come on lads, show what you can do to keep this run going. We are going to play attacking as we're going to take the game to Celtic. But this could go wrong very quickly if I'm completely honest. As Lamine's put up a yellow card in 4 minutes. You absolute numpty. We have got a throw in then for Nady to Doyle. With the touch and Kepper in goal. This team is absolutely stacked for Celtic. As we're going to play the short corner just to try and catch them out really. We will go to a longer corner shortly as there's a ball in. It's down and it's gone. Milicevic though will be the first to it. And the highlight may just fizzle out from there. And there we go. As Ozan Kabak gets a yellow card for them. Throw in then, Lema on 19 minutes, Turnbull. Ball across is over the bar from Sargent. Now Sargent, he has been a quality signing for Celtic. He also scores goals for fun. As Motherwell are 1-0 up against St Johnstone, none of these games affect us now. It's been a 2-horse race basically since October. If not earlier, if I'm completely honest. As my central parents, Soutart and Lombardo, best players on the park at the minute, as Milicevic with the corner. And it's cleared away. Right, Ozan, Turnbull, McNeil. There's a ball coming through. Sargent's going to get there. Big save by Gorey. We were caught flat at the back there. Lamine is done already. He has had it. As that header away. Is Lamine going to get there? Needs to be careful. Oh, on a yellow. You know, he's going to come off at half time. He's offered very little on a yellow and done. As Brown then to Devine. What can we do with it? Devine across. It's a big save from Kepper. He holds it. Brown was waiting. As Motherwell are 2-0 up now against St Johnstone. We've had 5 shots, 4 on target, 54% possession. Actually, Celtic haven't offered anything here, which is good for us. As we get into half-time, XG were basically the same. Dressing room-wise, you're performing well out there. You are. Lamine, like I say, he's going to come off. He is done, as you can see there. Stewart will come in, and that's the way we'll play. So that's me one change. Miloselevic's not having a great game on a 6.5. Brown is having a quiet one as well. But I don't want to force too many changes. As like I say, Celtic have done nothing. They've had 1 shot on target. They've had that shot that just went over the bar after the header from Sargent. As Doyle then, in possession to Brown. Beats the man. Go on, Charlie, lad. What's his options? Across. Stewart is blocked. Milosevic into the top corner. Alexander Milosevic. It was there. It's an absolute screamer for him. Top bins. On the edge of the area. 1-0. Good work from Brown as they committed themselves. We had the opportunity before, and I think it was Stewart, was it? On the penalty spot. It's blocked. And Milosevic just inside the D. 1-0. 9 shots. 5 on target. Now, Celtic haven't offered much this game. And I'm very happy with how things are going. We are dominating. As we get into the 70-minute mark, you know, do I make any changes with 15 minutes to go? They haven't really done anything, if I'm completely honest. But there's always that threat. When the ball comes through like that, it's off the post. It's an absolute calamity. And we get it clear as Brown looks like he's breaking away. Brown with the ball out to Doyle. Go on, lad. Doyle. There's plenty of players there. Anybody? Oh, Charlie Brown. It's 2-0. What a breakaway. They hit the post. And we have caught them on the counter. What a pass from Brown. Out to Doyle. I cannot believe this. Obviously, we're at home in front of the Jambo fans. Brown gets the goal. So at 82 then, there's basically a highlight straight away. Ball into the box. Sargent. It's off the bar again. And Gorey saves it. Right, we need to maybe pack this in now. As Mitrovic will come off. I'm going to go with Shalabar in the middle. Milosevic, Shalabar like that. We're attacking. We're going to go cautious. And I have got one more change to make. For Nady. There you go. Wankwato on. So we're done. We've gone 4-4-2. We're just going to soak it up. As Motherwell St Johnstone are now 2 apiece. We've got 4 minutes to go. You know, they've hit the woodwork a couple of times. The pressure is on, though, here. Come on. Nothing silly. Sessegnon. Sargent's free in the middle. Ball in. It's a decent header. And Alain Samba gets the goal. It's 2-1 on 86. Have I gone defensive too early? I don't think so. I think that's the right thing to do. I genuinely do. As Sessegnon makes his way to the byline. It's a loop and ball in. He gets muscled out. Dosek muscled off at the back post. And there's another highlight straight from kickoff. Oh no. Oh no. Stewart to Doyle. And we turn over possession. There we go. McNeil to Sargent. What is going on? Dosek to Lombardo. Don't do this to me. Brown though. Ball over the top. Brown's 1-on-1. Will Kepa make the service? Brown's missed it. Brown has missed it. 1-on-1. Could have wrapped the game up. They've had 2 shots on target and scored a goal. We've got 4 minutes of stoppages. And we're going to get through it. Are we going to? Yes, we get through it. 2-1 against Celtic. That should be that. That should be that. A good win, boys. Well done. We continue to be unbeaten. We've beat Celtic home and away this season. We are now 14 points clear. Yes, Celtic have got a game in hand. 14 points clear at the top. So Lily Charlesworth says, Celtic made it difficult for us. I thought they were excellent. Molly Dodd says, there's literally nothing better than football, is there? Imagine not loving it. Imagine not loving being 14 points clear at the top. That is unbelievable. What a place to be, as Hearts in control as the boys have brushed aside. Milosevic captures the attention with an absolute worldie of a goal. Sutar reaches yellow card limit. That is fine, as Hendricks will be back. And Sutar accepts his fine. So that is the end of the episode. Let's have a look at where you'll join me next. I think we still come back for that game against Motherwell. It'll just be one game again, as we'll have a chat through what we've done in the transfer window. Will Mitrovic stay or will he go? You know, I will leave that up to you guys. I genuinely will. We'll also do the transfer deadline day stuff and see what happens there. And then, yeah, hopefully we'll be much stronger for the transfers that we do. So thank you for watching. As always, it's been emotional, and I'll catch you later. Ta-ra.